Tim, really one of my main questions as well, and I know one that a lot of the audience members are going to want to know is, how and should I talk to my kids about this?
Yeah, that's a great question. And again, it's not a one size fits all, but here's some kind of basic pointers. So I know a lot of parents, great parents, really loving. They want to protect their kids, they want them to kind of not hear about it. And I get where they are coming from, and I really appreciate that. Unfortunately, a lot of young people are going to pick up on what's going on. And if they kind of get that sense that, oh, they might interpret that as, okay, my parents can't handle this, they're some anxious, they're trying, and that can even up their anxiety. My experience with a lot of kids is their imagination's worse than the facts, even though, this of course is a horrible situation. So I think it's very important to be very matter of fact about it.
Okay.
So, you don't want to, talk about it in a way that's really going to up their anxiety, make them feel they're unsafe. So a way to kind of go about that really step by step is find a good time, right? A time when anxiety is low, you feel safe, they feel safe. Some people, talk about doing this on car rides. Some people talk about doing this before dinner, a time where you're both calm and you're both safe. So a good first question is, kind of, what do you know about this? What have you heard about this? And so the main thing I got to tell parents is, I know, again, a lot of us, loving parents, they really want to, inform their kids, make them, educated, let them about, don't do that. Listen.
Okay.
And let them know you're listening. So here's a great therapist trick I like to tell people. Hear what they say and just repeat little bits that just to let them know that they're listening. Have them identify their feelings, which can be difficult for kids, and if they can't do the feeling things, maybe, ask what their thoughts are. And parents are welcome to share their feelings too. And then also talk about, validate their feelings, maybe share a little bit of your feelings, is really try to instill a sense of safety. You don't need to stretch the truth, but just something kind of like, here, let me do a little mock one.
Tried this at my house the other day at dinner, and I'd like to give us an A for effort, but
Yeah.
I don't know that the kids really, I don't think it resonated with the kids, and I would have loved some of these tips. So Tim, do you mind doing a demonstration of what a conversation at the dinner table might look like about this?
Yeah. Okay. So I know there were some real traumatic events that happened today at school. Can you tell me a little bit about what you know about that, what you've heard? Yeah, I heard that some people got shot, and there was a lot of death, and there were police, and it was really crazy. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of gunshots and a lot of death, and I think it did seem really out of control. Do you have any feelings or thoughts about that? Yeah, it makes me scared, and it makes me feel unsafe. Yeah, I understand that. It makes me feel scared and unsafe too. But I do want to let you know that we're going to do everything we can do to make sure that you're safe. We love you a lot. You're a wonderful young person, and we're going to do everything we can do to make this safe. If you want to talk more about this, we absolutely can. I want you to know that we can always talk about it. If there's anything that I think you need to know about any of these situations, I'll definitely let you know. Maybe something like that.
No, that's good. Thank you. That's really fantastic. And I really like as well how you said earlier, do this at a time where you're, as a family, feeling safe, or, where your kids is, you kind of considered a safe space, whether or not that's driving in the car. We've talked about that before on this show. That's a great time to interact with kids. Their guard is down, your guard is down, right before dinner, or maybe during the cleanup of dinner or something like that. So great ideas. I think people are going to really appreciate that insight on how to even just bring this up with your kids.
And a couple little pointers is, of course, this is sort of, self-evident, but I think sometimes it helps to make it explicit, is trying to decrease your kids' anxiety, not bring it up. So, try to be calm, try to let them know it's safe. Try to let them know that their feelings are normal. And there's a lot of kids who have a hard time expressing their feelings, identifying them. So sometimes you can be like, I don't know, do you feel scared? Do you feel angry? Or sometimes you can share your own as a way of like kind of demonstrating um, how to do that.
And I think it helps validate their feelings too. If you say, yeah, you know what, I'm actually scared as well. Like it really did affect me. I think it's good to let them know that what they're feeling is acceptable and normal, and reasonable.
And just to piggyback on that, it's okay to be a parent and say you don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of parents who like, well, why did this happen? And if parents don't really know, and to a large degree, I know I don't know, it's okay to say, I don't know.
That's a great point. I think as parents, one of the things is that we do try to protect our kids too much, and sometimes it's perfectly reasonable and acceptable to say, I don't have an answer for that. I hope we figure it out, but I don't know.